All right.
Jump into Discord. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Well, that I think that probably severed our ties to the indie podcast community.
I hope so.
Um, that shit's so fucking funny to me. Just everybody's so fucking sensitive.
I listened to Man Brain podcast last night, and there was a line in there. I don't even know who said it. I'm guessing it was that fucking Woodsky or whatever. I'm guessing that was who it was, but I'm not 100% sure. There was a line in there where he said, well, what we're doing here with this podcasting thing, it's art. Our podcasting is an art form, and it was basically about how Dave doesn't take it serious. It just, what a fucking douche! Like, you are a pretentious douche if you think that what we're doing is some kind of high art form.
I don't know. Do you think there's exceptions to that?
Yeah, but not nobody that we associate with. None of this is art. We fucking tell dick and fart jokes.
No, we do. They don't. Just
They
because we
do.
tell dick and fart jokes doesn't mean that nobody else doesn't put
Yeah.
together a classy show.
Okay, wait, hold on. So me and you tell dick and fart jokes, and I just said that my fucking son's wiener is burned to his fucking leg. If you associate with us, you're not doing art in any meaningful way, okay?
So Kat wants to know when we have told a fart joke. Episode 3, 32 minutes in, there was a flatulence joke. And we told several in the Beastie Boys episode.
Right. I use the term dick and fart jokes as like a catch-all for stupid humor.
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll talk to you, generation, after the
Where's everybody chatting at here?
bonus show chat, like last week.
Oh yeah, my bad. I thought that's where I was at. I was in the wrong one. Stupid Anthony.
I was going to attack you, generation, but now I'm not.
You should. I think you should. I think you should attack every one of these people in here. Why not? Why aren't you going to attack him? Do you want me to?
Oh, because he just called you a fucking moron. And
I kind of am.
Right.
It's okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I get distracted in the bonus episode with the chat, forgetting that there's more people that listen to the audio version of this than the people live in Discord. Yeah, so
fuck you, Bob.
So you're doing it now.
I can't help it. Oh shit.
All right. So yeah, you'd go to prison for me. We got rid of that one. I'm gonna not necessarily read an article, but I do want to talk about this trigger warnings thing.
Okay.
Only because I think it's an interesting, or it could be an interesting conversation.
All right.
So when somebody says trigger warning, what do you think? Or like if you see it online, trigger warning, this talks about gun violence and autism and rape, which is the only thing that I read. That's like keyword search.
I look for trigger warnings. So what I immediately think is this article was written by a vagina. Like somebody is just a pussy.
Like a magic marker stuck right up there and they're just squatting on the paper.
Right. Maybe a little shit dribbles out every once in a while.
So do you not have any empathy?
No. Well, that's not true. Yes. Wait, I don't know. Maybe.
Hold on.
Let me think about it. Yes, of course I have empathy. So you asked me what I think, where my mind goes. That's where my mind goes, right? So like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was, when I would hear the word trigger warning, what I would think is people returning from war with PTSD, hearing fireworks and having a serious reaction to that, and their mind literally going back to when they were in war. Like it's a serious issue that people deal with. And then all of a sudden, now we're writing articles where if you
So,
even
so
mention the word rape, oh, trigger warning,
do you
stay.
do you think that there should be trigger warnings before fireworks? Like before everyone?
Yes. A big megaphone. We're about to shoot one off. Super loud. They took something that was a serious problem and a semi solution to a serious problem, or at least people trying to help with a serious problem, and they turned it into a joke. So why should I have empathy for people that they don't give two shits about people's feelings? It's it's a joke.
So here's my problem with it.
All right.
Okay. So we're supposed to try to we've had conversations about this, that we're not trying to have serious conversations. We're
Sure.
okay. And you keep trying to have a serious conversation.
Are you kidding me with this? What did I just say? I said, yeah, I don't have any empathy. Yeah, maybe I do. I don't know. Is that serious?
Yeah, that's how you talk.
Everything I say, anytime I say one thing that's even remotely serious, you're like, stop trying to have serious conversation.
That's how you talk when we're on the phone. And I don't talk like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to talk. Anyway, so what I was going to say is, I forgot. Trigger warnings. Oh yeah. So I equate it to the same thing as when you say the N word. There was a comic, I can't pull his name out of my ass right now, that said it's not fair if you say the N word because then you're making me think it. Was it Louis C.K.?
Nope. That was George Carlin.
No, that's not true.
It was Louis C.K. You're right.
Oh, all right, you dick.
No, I put it together wrong in my head. I wasn't trying to be a dick. But when you said Louis C.K., I'm like, oh fuck, maybe he's right.
But it's the same thing. Like, okay, so if you are, I don't know, let's say that you were a 22-year-old dwarf who was raped when when your dad was changing your diaper,
right?
And just seeing the word masturbated, sends you into a PTSD frenzy.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you say trigger warning, this focuses on the word masturbated. It's like just a quick way to get to your whatever triggers your PTSD, right?
Right.
I mean, okay, I'm trying to think of it. There's nothing in my life that I could read that's going to send me down a fucking rabbit hole of depression and PTSD. There's nothing that affects me like that.
Huh.
But let's say there was, like, I don't know, maybe your uncle sticking his finger up your butt.
And then you want to read about people's uncles sticking their fingers up their butts?
No, but let's say that that's something that happened to me, and it was something that was buried in my psyche.
Sure.
And let's say there's no trigger warning on the beginning of the story, and it's like, so Tommy was riding his bike home from school, and he stopped at his uncle's house to pick up Lincoln Logs, and his uncle shoved his finger up his butt. I would be like, guess what? I don't want to read anymore, or I want to see how this ends.
I want to see when he pulled it out.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's you're not avoiding anything by just putting trigger warning. This talks about rape.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you just brought it up, and now I'm thinking about what happened.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, and I think what it does is it just makes people more pussified than they already are, which is the opposite of what we need. The worst is when they do the trigger warnings in like school and shit, like in college. Like, all right, we're gonna read Mark Twain now. Now here, I gotta tell you, there's some language in this book that you might not want to hear, and if you need a safe space, or you need to go out in the hall and cry, it's okay. How is that good? I don't understand.
I think I want a safe space.
This is your safe space. This is all you get.
This safe space sucks. It is. Fuck, man. I've been belittled more in the last month than my entire fucking life. You know, I thought being bullied in junior high was uh forging my mentality.
I would take this over being bullied in junior high any day.
Why?
Because I'm a fucking adult. I can deal with it. I'm not fucking 12 years old and still developing and in the process of becoming the person that I am. I'm already me. I'm fucking
Not
say
me.
whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Not me. I would
Not me.
no, because the bullying that I got in junior high. So this is why I'm pro bullying. You know, we had a conversation about bullying in school and all that shit, and
Uh-huh.
I think you took the stance that it should be zero tolerance, and I said that I was pro bullying.
Uh-huh.
Um, because being bullied in junior high and having my lunch money and shit taken from me is prepped me for where I'm at right now, so that when some dickhead on Discord calls me fat or talks about whatever, I
Uh-huh.
it doesn't affect me. I don't care. Whereas had I went my whole life of being protected like you had wanted, and then we signed up and had patrons paying us to talk shit, it
So
would destroy
if
me.
either one of us would have gotten bullied, we wouldn't do this show. I guarantee we wouldn't be the people that we are doing this show, you know. We would be more like Todd, I'm guessing.
I get a daily message from Kaya letting me know that I'm fat every day.
Oh, how nice. Do you message him back and tell him that he's a drunk? I don't.
Oh, typically I only jab back like once maybe every third jab that he comes.
Yeah. Why, do you feel bad or something?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't want to get into it now, but I mean, you know, all I'm doing is overeating.
Uh-huh.
He's dealing with a whole bunch of issues.
So I don't understand.
I don't care. Good for him. I don't know. Moving on.
Oh god.
Uh, yeah. So I guess that's kind of where I thought the conversation would go as far as um trigger warnings.
Uh-huh. So it like I said, I think that trigger warnings are probably the concept is honorable. It's good. You want to not um cause more pain to people, whatever it is. But just like everything else, they fucking took it and made it stupid.
I think it's
They made a joke out of it.
I would like to have a conversation with you when we're not recording.
Mhm.
I don't about gun control. I don't think we've ever talked about it in a full serious manner, or we have, and I just didn't realize that it was happening.
All right. Why? Why do you say that?
I really don't know what your stance is on it. I don't want to turn this into a whole nother conversation about gun control. I just want you to admit publicly that you are pro anti-gun.
Pro anti-gun. I'm anti-pro gun. Wait.
Close enough.
Oh, what do I really think? I think that people who are gun nuts are kind of stupid. I think that people who want to take away other people's guns are kind of stupid. So I don't know. Where does that leave me? I don't know. I think people should be able to have guns.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that not? Well, I mean, I don't know what you're looking for. I guess.
There's no point in talking about it. We already went through this. So next week, I think we're going to have shooting the Shiznit guy on.
Mhm.
I'm kind of looking forward to that. I want to get an ISO of Love My Mama.
Love my mama. Hmm. I want to have John on.
Why?
I don't. I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
You think John still listens?
Yeah, I know he still listens. Well, he will up until today's episode. Him and Randall are pretty close.
I don't know why that doesn't surprise me. um, hmm. All right, let's make it official then. You ever seen the movie Waterworld, or do you know anything about Waterworld?
Make what official?
Just answer the fucking question.
Kevin Costner. Yes, I'm
Yes.
aware of it. I've never seen it.
But do you know anything about it? It was like a very, very, very big budget movie that looked really, really good
And tanked, right?
and tanked. Right. So I think in my mind, the way that I equate things, I guess, is that John makes like the water world of podcasting. Like it looks really, really good. And it's just
God, that isn't an analogy, man. That is awesome.
I mean, I'm not even trying to be a dick about it. I just
So that's not specifically to John though. That is widespread in the podcast community.
you mean what I mean is that his if you listen to it, like the audio quality is top notch, but nobody's gonna listen to it. It's just not like the content, the quality of the what you're doing is it's just not interesting and not fun and not, but boy does it sound good.
So I wanted to do, we talked about we were going to do an entire episode on Uncle Randy.
Yep.
Bob said like his former show. Yeah, so that's on you, Bob. No, I didn't mean that in a bad way. So Bob had a show called Metal and Mortgages, which the YouTube videos looked really good. The audio was really good.
Mhm.
I think I've watched Bob's channel on like the Roadcaster, and
Mhm.
he's got some music shit on there. But
Hmm.
I think I tried watching one episode of his show early on, but whatever. I don't fucking care.
I'm not if I'm not a good person to judge whether your show is good or not. I told you I listened to the Man Brain podcast last night, his newest episode, final episode, part 2, and I really like Dave as a person, but that show it's unlistenable to me. I just can't do it. I listened to the whole thing because I like Dave. Um, there's a lot of shows that I don't like. I mean, I don't know what that means if I don't like your show. Nothing.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not trying to dismiss what you said because that's kind of what I was trying to get to. But if people understood the bullshit behind this podcast community, because there's so much bullshit.
Yes.
Like we were going to do an entire episode tonight about Uncle Randy.
Uh-huh.
And I was wanting to pull away from that just because people don't care, like
See, and that's where you lose me is that nobody cares about anything. Like that was kind of what I'm trying to like we need to do the show that we want to do. Like I don't care if people don't care, then don't listen. I mean, we're doing the show that we want to do. I'm not here to talk about what you care about. I'm here to do the show that I want to do. Most of the time.
I want to get Kat on here. She's always in the comments cracking wise.
Yeah.
No, so I thought that the bit with the private investigator getting the Jesus clip was fucking phenomenal.
Me too. This is great.
Yeah, I know that he is going to be making another appearance. And he may just be talking to, what if we have Jesus talk about Kat?
Just pick a patron every week and just have Jesus talk about him. I wish we could have Jesus read our shout outs for our patrons.
Why did that? We can.
Yeah, we can. Oh God.
Fuck, that would be expensive.
Yeah, Jesus is not cheap.
What about if we have the African lady? So,
Nope.
all right. So getting that video, that African lady video,
Yeah.
was like, do you want to hear about this now or do you want to hear about it after the show?
No, I want to hear about it now.
Okay. So she sent me a message and said the video's done. So I sent her a message and said, send it to me.
And she said, what does that mean?
She said, network is bad here. Can't send. I'm like, you want me to go there with a thumb drive and get it? I don't know what there's a deal that goes on.
Wow.
There's a deal that happens in this exchange. Okay. I give you a script. Then I give you money. You go in front of whatever brick wall is in your jungle and you say what I tell you to say, and then you send that to me. Okay. It's a pretty easy transaction.
Video's done. Cool.
At no point in the description did I read anything about I will send you a notification that the video's done, but I don't have internet.
That's amazing. I would have been good with just not even playing that one at all. The other three were the Jesus one was great, but that one was bad.
There was a good hour and a half of my life trying to get that clip away from the African lady that I was not going to not play it.
See, I didn't know all that. I'm gonna not play it.
And then, like, so everything that I wrote out in the script, like, you couldn't understand any of it, and there was fucking wind and whatever. She was recording it on a Nokia.
And she wasn't speaking English.
Yeah, it was funny in my head. What if we just have Jesus read all of our patron
to our show?
I wonder how much that would cost.
Maybe he'll cut us a deal if we pray hard on it.
Crispy says to now talk about important stuff. What is that? What is the important stuff?
Yeah, what do you want to hear me talk about? I should be on Fiverr and speak in a really Asian voice. Yes, you should. You should advertise on there and say you'll do Shane Gillis jokes. Just to see if anybody takes you up on it. So Bob, not Bob. Dave is a genius, but he flies higher than his listeners can go. That I agree with. Dave is what he does is miles above anybody else that does that same type of thing. But it's just not for me. I don't get it.
No, that's not true.
It's like meta. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing. I never know if. I'm assuming this is how Uncle Randy feels when he listens to our show. I never know if Dave is laughing at me or laughing with me.
Yeah. So I felt the same way listening to that episode. Like, I'm pretty sure he's taking shots at us. But I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah. If the joke's on me, cool. If it lands, good for you.
Talk about funny shit in other podcasts.
Okay. I just want to go on other people's podcasts and go fuck yourself. What do you want from me? I mean, I guess what you want is for me to talk about other funny stuff and not other podcasts. You said what you wanted. I apologize for telling you to go fuck yourself.
I don't.
Okay.
Wait, who are we talking about?
I don't know.
Fuck them.
Oh, crap. Wait, watching Doug's podcasting abilities grow has been cool. He deserves more attention than he gets. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks. I appreciate that. This is nice of you. You get so much positive feedback, and I get like, yeah, hey, what's up? Doug should have a side gig on actual radio.
Let's just sit here and do that. How about Doug reacts to Anthony reading comments about how good Doug is?
Right.
Skip the one.
Anthony should stay where he is.
Skip the one. skip the comments where they say that I couldn't get picked up by a fork truck. Skip all that type of shit. I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, we don't need that. Oh my god. I saw that you had put one of Todd's shows on our Patreon board. Is there a reason for that? Was it a mistake?
I think I was just transferring it to a different computer, transferring the link.
Oh, do you actually listen to his shit?
Yeah.
Are you serious? How? I mean, like, I tried listening to it because I thought maybe you put it on there for a reason or something. It makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
That's why when I'm eventually found hanging from the rafters, it's going to be listening to chewed gum.
huh. I'd like to meet that guy. If there's one person I'd like on the show, I think it's him.
So Bob said, I think it was Bob, Anthony rides shotgun too much. Take the fucking wheel and let Doug enjoy the ride.
Nah,
I would like to try that once in an episode.
nah, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't work. We both know that it wouldn't work. Everybody knows it wouldn't work.
I don't think I could shut up long enough to let you do it, even if you wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you, then you do it.
So you are the I don't even know the word, but you're like take charge. Like, I'm gonna do this and this is gonna go my way, and I just don't give a shit. I'm just like, all right, cool, we'll do it your way, whatever. I don't care. So it works out. I mean,
did you watch the last week's show when we were talking to Fritzy, the furry?
I listened. Yeah, I listened to it. I didn't.
You didn't watch the video?
Uh-uh.
So when we were talking to him about living in that house with all the gay guys, I was trying to get a word in, like I was trying to get to a line.
Yeah.
And you kept interrupting me.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You were having your own conversation. But if you go back and watch it, you can see. Are you looking at the screen with the cameras right now?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go back and watch it, you can see me going.
like I'm being ridiculous.
No, because every time I would go to say a sentence, you'd jump in and start talking. I'd be like, God damn it, doesn't he ever shut the fuck up? The one time you take charge, I'm like, God damn it, shut up.
I think the reason that the show works is because of the dynamics, right? So if we start, I'm not the fucking take charge kind of guy. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to run the show. That's not who I am. And you're not the guy that's going to sit back and let somebody else run a show that you're doing. It's just not the way it works. You have to realize where you're at, how the dynamic works, and you play on that.
So I'm capable of sitting back and letting somebody take charge. I do it when I go on somebody else's show. So I'm curious. I don't want to do it now because you're not prepared for it. But what if we tried that for next week's episode? Like, we still work on the board together. We still get the stories together. Would you be willing to try it?
Sure. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. I have to say that I get annoyed sometimes. It seems like you are driving the show to something, but that something always just seems to be the end, where you're driving the show to the end. And if I like what you just did earlier, but we're not trying to change anybody's mind, that fucking annoys me so much, because every like I'll say something and like you're bored with it, so you're just like, we're not trying to change anybody's mind, let's move on. Okay, I guess we're moving on. That's annoying to me. I don't know that I could do that. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I was reading the comments. What'd you say?
Yeah.
So, I hate having the comments. I feel like I owe it to them having the comments up when we're recording the bonus episode, but Nadar just said it can't be any worse than this episode. What I don't know what you want for a bonus episode. If we do stories, people bitch that we do stories. If we just talk, people bitch that we're not doing stories.
So I think you just nailed it. People just want to complain. there are people who just want to complain.
How about this? You know what? Fuck them. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me about your first day of junior high.
I don't really remember. I mean,
Okay, tell me about your last day of junior high. Tell me about a day, any day that you,
a day in junior high.
any day that you can
Um,
just start talking.
Oh, geez. So in junior high,
You man and a woman. Oh, keep talking. You're going to tell a story, and I'm going to read a story. We're going to cover all the fucking bases.
what? Oh, no. We're not doing that.
All right. I'm trying to make everybody happy.
Okay, this is more fun. Now you're just being an asshole. I don't know this Nadar person. I never see him very much in here, but everything seems negative coming from you, buddy, or buddyette. I don't know if you're a chick or a dude. Are you surprised, or as surprised as I am, how many girls, females, listen to the show? I'm very surprised by that for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like chicks aren't usually into the kind of shit that we do. Maybe maybe it's just me. That's why I asked.
You know what I am surprised at? Like Crom just said, Kat's the only girl here. What people fail to realize is that we've been podcasting for 3 years.
Yep.
We just recently moved over to YouTube to record our podcast. That's all we're doing is recording it as a means to an end. Right. So even you forget that, you know, our audience isn't just the people that watched on YouTube. We have a bigger audience.
Yes.
I am surprised by the different types of people, not just that girls listen or women listen or your kids. It's like, I know one of my old bosses. I know that he's got his friends listening, and they are all like executive level people. Like, why would you listen to this? Why would we say what we say?
You're an executive level person. Why would you say what you say? So let's see. I got to go back up here just a second. I'm surprised anyone listens to you, Anthony. That's what Kat said. I want to get Kat on the horn here. Unmute your fucking mic. Why are you going to talk shit?
We can't do that on here. Fuck.
I'll fucking do whatever I want. You're coming in the fucking after show chat, right, Kat? Talking shit. All right, I'm done. Because you got to fix the fucking emotes.
All right.
God, Discord is so gay. Who cares about that shit?
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
We are recording an audio version of our podcast for people to listen to.
Sometimes I forget. Oh. So what do you want to do here? How long we been going?
Not long enough.
Yeah, let's do a story. We got nothing else going on here.
All right, I want to talk about the
trigger warning thing was interesting, actually. I really think I changed some people's minds.
All right. What we're going in blind. Crom said to check the show topics. He's got a new one in there. So I'm going to read it. We're going to see what happens.
All right.
Oops. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I left.
You left the wrong room.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
5-year-old Tennessee boy with autism branded sex offender for hugging classmates. So far, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm good.
A 5-year-old Tennessee boy with autism has been labeled a sex offender by his public school because he was hugging other students and kissed one on the cheek. The student, who had been publicly identified only by his first name, Crom, was punished by East Ridge Elementary for being overly affectionate. The school even filed a report with the state. The school claims that he was overstepping boundaries, but his family argues that his autism makes it difficult for him to understand social cues. Summary Putnam, Nathan's guardian, told us she will receive a call from her dad in 2 weeks. I was sick to my stomach. The teacher called me and she said, "You need to have a talk with Nathan about boundaries." The teacher accused her son of sexual activities over the hugs and kisses on the cheek. If you don't understand how autism works, you'll think he's acting out or being difficult. But that's not the situation. Okay, I'm not going to read anymore. This is fucking retarded. I mean, not just the autism being retarded, just even if the kid didn't have autism, kids hug and kiss without knowing what the adult stigma is about sexuality and
Right.
all that other baggage bullshit.
Right.
Fuck. I mean, oh, fuck. I almost. Ooh.
No. Go ahead. There's nobody
Nope,
listening. It's cool.
I can't.
So imagine the damage that this school just fucking caused.
Fuck.
They just fucked this kid up.
Yeah. So it's so fucking weird that we're like that as a country now. Like that a kid with or without autism, the autism should be irrelevant.
Yeah.
A kid hugging a 6-year-old, whatever,
Yeah.
5-year-old hugging another 5-year-old and a kiss on the cheek. It's not like he was trying to fucking finger blast her or something.
Pulled down his pants. I mean, so
and even if he pulled down his pants and his little wiener was rubbing up against her legs or whatever, he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's fucking 5.
Yeah. What was she wearing though?
She was asking for it. I can tell you that.
Oh, fuck. People are so shitty. I don't get it.
Why can't I find the fucking
What are you looking for?
the fucking chat room?
Florida man who faked being a teen doctor is freed from prison, known as Dr. Love.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
That's
Oh, I don't know. You got anything? What's your thoughts on letting autistic kids breed?
I thought that was already illegal. 11-year-old charged with a hate crime. How about that? Sex offenses, hate crimes. Let's just destroy all the kids. 11-year-old girl charged with a hate crime after police say she beat up a 10-year-old. Did you read this story?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Fucking pop-ups. An 11-year-old girl was charged with a hate crime after a 10-year-old African-American girl was subject to racially motivated language and a black eye. Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, if you stick a black guy on an 11-year-old girl, that is racially charged.
And a black guy. So 3 girls were involved in assault on a school bus in New York, about 100 miles north of Syracuse. 2 of the girls are white, and the victim is African American. So I read through this whole article, and what?
Sorry, man, I distracted. Crom in the chat just said, "Hey, you racial guy, charge!"
So I remember reading through this whole article and think at the end of the article, I was like, okay, they didn't really say what happened. Like they just said a white girl got into a fight with a black girl and hate crime and it's a felony. So where's the hate crime? I mean, just because they were different colors?
So that's the problem with where we're at now is you can't punch a black guy without being charged for a hate crime.
Right.
Even if it's just like a mildly dislike. It's
I really don't like this guy. So that's that. Don't you think that that's a huge problem? Like if I get into a fight with somebody and they are black, I'm automatically assumed that I fought him because he was black. What if he's a fucking dickhead? What if he assaulted me the week before and hey, there's that guy that assaulted me. I recognize him because he's black. I mean,
so I got jumped outside of a bar, got the shit kicked out of me by 3 black guys. And even while they were kicking me, they were calling me honky and cracker and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even look at that as being racially motivated.
Why?
I just don't. It was 3 guys. I was running my mouth.
Uh-huh.
I got my ass handed to me.
Uh-huh.
Had I not been running my mouth, there would not have been a fight.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think that in the heat of the moment, and even if you're fighting with your wife or whatever, you say the thing that you know is going to inflict the most damage verbally, right? That's just how it works.
No.
And no,
No,
what
you
do you
fucking
mean? What?
psycho.
No. So are you so you say nice things while you're beating somebody up? I don't understand. You say things that you think are going to hurt them verbally as you're fucking whooping their ass. It's just the way it is. What do you mean no?
No, it's not. I want one. So, okay.
So you have really nice hair as you're fucking punching somebody. I really like the shirt you're wearing today. No, you say
That's
things.
how you don't say anything. That's how it is with you. It's either, and I don't mean this racially, but with you, it's always black or white. You just said when you're fighting somebody, you say the worst things that you can think of. And I don't. Every time I fought somebody, I've never like tried insulting them as the same time that I'm filling their mouth full with gravel and fucking.
And you don't think that that's ever a thing that people don't do that?
No, no,
You've
no.
never fought with your wife and said something that was way over the line just because you know it's going to hurt her verbally? That doesn't happen. I'm the asshole here. Come on.
You're the asshole here because of what you just said. Oh, so you've got a nice shirt, or I like your hair. No, my brain don't work that way. If I'm trying to physically hurt somebody, I don't want to scar them emotionally. I want them to come out of this okay.
Forgot that you're such a good guy.
Thank you. Fuck, you're so difficult. You are the most difficult person who claims to not give a shit that I have ever met.
No, because you're trying. You're trying too hard. You know what I'm saying. You're just trying. You're just trying too hard.
What am I trying too hard to do?
You because you know exactly what I'm saying. So you've never experienced anything where you say something that is beyond, maybe even beyond what you really think, but you're saying it for the effect. You've never experienced that. That is totally foreign to you.
See, that's not what you said. You know how my brain works. This has happened how many times with you and I, even back when we worked together. I don't work in absolutes. So when you say everybody does that, I say, I know for a fact not everybody does. That's just how my brain works. I can't shut that off. That's just how it is. And then we get sidetracked on some bullshit, and then you start saying, well, you have a nice blouse. And I find that fun.
That is funny. because what you're saying, that's what it leads. I mean, that's the thing. You're saying, no, that never happens. That never happens. What are you talking about? That's how it works.
So you hear what you want to hear. That's not what I said. I never said that never happens. You said that always happens. I said, no, it doesn't. That when I fight somebody, I don't think of what it is that I can say to hurt them because I'm not worried about insulting them as I'm punching them. It just don't work that way. I'm thinking about my next move, or I'm thinking about whatever, just instincts, but I'm not sitting there thinking about how I can attack their character at the same time that I'm punching them in the face.
Okay.
Bye.
Are we done? Oh, shit. But so we started reading the story.
Which one? You started reading the story.
Yeah.
I never got a comment from you about the autistic kid.
What'd you say?
I never got a comment from you about the autistic kid.
What was the comment? What do you want to know? What was the question?
What was your thoughts on the fucking story?
God, that was like 4 hours ago. What was the story? Fucking autistic kid. Well, yeah, think back. Hold on. I don't remember. What were we talking about? The fucking say. Yeah, you did. We talked. We had a whole conversation about it. Did you forget that?
You never said anything. You just started reading this next story. I told you my thoughts on it, and you never said anything.
Roll the tape. We had a whole conversation about it.
What did you say? What was your stance?
I think it's fucked up, just like you do. I think the whole thing's fucked up. Why should he be charged with anything? I mean, that's just what fucking kids do.
All right, thank you. Move on.
Oh, what? But we already said that. We went through that already. The conversation was at a lull. That's why I pulled up this next story. Oh, we got to figure this out because this is getting annoying.
What?
What we're doing here. Are we talking about something or what are we doing? We got to have some kind of structure.
For the bonus episode?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Too much long pauses where we just sit and so now what do you want to talk about? That's annoying to me.
Nah, this is better when you just ramble.
Is it?
It's the same guy who said he hates this.
That's hilarious. See, I told you, people just like to complain.
Yeah.
Forgot where we were at. Oh, bonus show.
All right. I say we hop off here.
Okay.
Head over to the after school special chat, whatever it's called.
Kat better get her ass in there. Some serious questions.
Yeah, I want Cat in there, and I want U Generation in there.
The Radar, whatever that guy's name, Radon, whatever. That guy or girl.
Bye.